Hey guys, it's me Rebecca. So I'm here to do the mid-year freakout tag. So let's get started. Okay, question number one is, what's the best book you've read so far this year? For me, that would be She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. I enjoyed seeing how one who is so determined to change the fate they were assigned goes about it. Like, with this, the main character Shu, she was assigned the fate of being nothing, of doing nothing, and she, with circumstances, she took it and was like, no, I'm gonna change it. I am gonna become something, and I enjoyed it. And also, I enjoyed seeing how events or circumstances can trigger or ignite the events that can cause your fate to become what it is. Like the battle where Shu and Oling Mi triggered events that caused them to do what they did, and in a way it also formed a sort of connection between the two of them, which I did find fascinating. So yeah, I was initially for this question gonna say what my favorite book of the year was, which is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I did enjoy seeing how someone who was educated in the ways of the new God or the Christian God is kind of deals with learning that the old gods do exist and learning more about the stories behind them. I just wasn't sure if it's my favorite because of the fact I did also enjoy the ones, if that was so neat or if there was more. But I enjoyed every element of this novel, so yeah. And question number two is, what's the best sequel you've read so far this year? I've read a few, but I think two of my favorites would be The Atlas Complex by Olivia Blake, which is the third and final book in her Atlas trilogy. I know this one wasn't well received, and I can see why. There's not much plot going on. It's just the characters sitting around, talking, planning, like stuff that happens, but we don't see how it gets there. I think this was a favorite for me personally, just because there was like a lot of philosophical talk, which was also quite repetitive at times, but I think at the time, and I enjoyed it a lot, I still do. I think I was just like in a way in a philosophical sort of mindset, or it's stuff I needed to hear, so yeah. But I would also say this one isn't really a sequel, but more of a continuation of the story. In its Heaven Official's Blessing, Volume 2 by Mo Zong Tanshi. I just enjoyed learning more about the characters, especially Shilon's past, as well as seeing, I guess, the change in his relationship with Guang in this one versus like their relationship in the previous volume. So yeah. Question number three is, new release you haven't read yet but want to. I initially was gonna do like a 2024 release, which is Evocation by S.T. Gibson. That one sounds really fascinating. But the 2023 release I haven't read yet would be Starling House by Alexei Harwell. Question number four, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Queen Bee by Juno Dawson, which I think's a prequel to Her Majesty's Royal Coven series. I think with this one we go all the way back to Her Majesty's Royal Coven being established. So yeah, that one seems really intriguing to me. That, and I am loving the series so far. So okay, question number five. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the questions on my tablet and I'm just making sure I'm not skipping one. But biggest disappointment. I don't go into books with like high expectations, so I don't think there's anything that's like, this is the worst book I've read. But a couple books where I was disappointed in would be A Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. That's because reading the blurb that's in the book, I was expecting another story to what we got. So yeah. But I would also say, what is it? The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackworth. That's because I did DNF that book, and I don't like to DNF. Like, I don't want to go into books wanting to DNF. Like, I don't enjoy the feeling of reading a book and thinking, I don't want to read this. I don't care. So, yeah, those two would probably be my biggest disappointments. Biggest surprise. Again, I don't have one. I don't go into books with any expectations, and as well, even when I'm reading a mystery or crime novel or whatever, I don't try and guess who could have done it. Like, I just go for the ride and I just have fun with it. So, yeah. Okay. Question number 7 is favorite new debut or new to you author. That would be either Shelley Parker Chan or Heather Darwin, who, well, I think it's like The Things We Never Got Over or something like that. Just because I enjoy the writing style of both books. I enjoyed both books a lot, so yeah. Number 8, newest fictional crush. I don't crush on my characters at all. Like, I do have characters where I like their story, but I'm not like, I'm in love with you. Like, I'm not like that. Question number 9 is newest favorite character. That would be, oh yeah, Jordan Baker from The Chosen and the Beautiful by Nevo. I enjoy characters who are trying to find their place in the world. Jordan being an Asian immigrant who initially grew up in somewhere in the Midwest and is now in New York. And even when she's in New York, she's just trying to find her place in society and all that. So, yeah, this character is exploring their life and learning what's good for them, what's bad for them, like when it comes to relationships and all that. So, yeah, I just really enjoyed her character. Question number 10 is book that made you cry. I don't cry when I read ever, so. Question number 11 is book that made you happy. That would be Heaven Official's Blessing Volume 2. Just because there is a scene in here between Shailene and Hua Chang when they're playing a game of dice, and it's just utterly ridiculous and it's very enjoyable to me, and it just made me smile and laugh at them. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Question number 12 is most beautiful book that you've bought or received this year. For me, that would be The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. This cover is beautiful. I like the black spread edges. I think that's an interesting touch. But mainly, I really enjoyed these end papers of the pomegranates. Like, this is really beautiful to me. And lastly is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Whatever book I'm intrigued by. Like, I am a mood reader. I don't set TBRs. That's not my thing. So, yeah, that's it for this video. And by the way, I am gonna leave a list of the questions in the description below if you want to answer them. So, yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below telling me a book you're excited to read. If you want to, please subscribe to this channel. And if you want to follow me on any social media, then all those links are down below. I'll see you guys next time I post a video.